Hello, good evening.
Good evening,
How are you?
Sunanya.
Sunena.
Sunayana. Sorry, Sunayana. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very fine. And you?
I'm good. And could
Good.
you tell me a bit about yourself?
Yeah, meeting you first time on clappingo. Yeah, I'm
Same.
Sam.
Okay, Sam. Sam
Sam.
Patel,
Sam.
right?
Yeah, Sam Patel. Actually, my name is Sahablal Patel, but
Sure.
I put this name on clappingo for short. Right.
Okay.
I belong to Ghaziabad, and I'm an electrical engineer working for a
So,
company.
right. Okay. So, where are you currently?
I'm in Ghaziabad.
Okay. So, you're in
My native
Ghaziabad.
place is
Okay.
Jaunpur, UP.
Okay. And Ghaziabad is also in UP, right?
Yeah, yeah, in Delhi NCR.
Okay. Nice. So,
And tell
what
me
was
about
your.
yourself.
Okay. So, I'm Sunena and I'm from Kerala, which is why I'm not so
Kerala.
sure about where Ghaziabad was. Yeah. And yep, I'm currently pursuing my B.Ed. I'm in my second year. And when I get time, I'm on clapingo. That's about me.
Okay, okay. B.Ed second year.
Yeah.
But how do you know about Ghaziabad? You know that Ghaziabad in UP. You belong to Kerala.
Yeah, but I have studied geography, no? So I know a bit about North India also. And I have lived in North India for most of my life. It's just that I'm not very sure about UP because I've not lived in UP. I've lived in Haryana, I've lived in Punjab. So I know about these two places, but I don't know all that much about UP.
Okay, I made plan for Kerala, but never been to Kerala. I have a dream to visit
Yeah,
Kerala.
I mean, it's you can plan a trip there. It's not that difficult, right?
Yeah,
Maybe during your next summer vacation or something like that, you could plan.
yeah. I'll try whenever I get time. I'll be in Kerala.
Great. Okay, so Sam, do you know the topic for today?
Yeah,
What is it?
it, if there is no rule for one day, I think that was the topic
If there were no laws for a day, yeah.
for a day.
Hmm. It's
Yeah,
a quite.
in morning I had seen this.
So, is this a topic you have already covered with a tutor?
No, no, no. I never covered this. Okay,
Great. Okay, so I'll give you the hypothetical situation and you have to tell me how you would react, okay?
okay, right.
So, if there were no laws for a day, describe in detail the first 10 things you would do.
10 things.
Mhm.
First of all, I would like to say that if there is no rule in India
Mhm.
or any other in any countries,
Mhm.
then people look like a animal. In earlier, I
Mhm.
have read in books that there was jungle. Okay,
Mhm.
there was no rule. Every animals live in with together.
Mhm.
I mean, in social, right? Who is strong live in another place, and who is weak live in other places, right?
Mhm.
And if there is no rule, then just like that, every people live like that. Who is strong, who has weapons, will live if would live in other places, and who is weak and who is scared will live in another place for
Mhm.
surviving,
Mhm.
right? If he go in any places may be dangerous for him because there is no rule and any crime happens with him. Maybe some people loot him or robbed him and maybe hunt sometimes, right? If I get
Yeah.
a chance in that situation to live, I would like to live alone. Okay,
Okay.
first things I would like to live. And also in current situation, if it's become for one day, then I would like to see the Sansad Bhavan, the Parliament
Hmm.
House, because there is no
Mm-hmm.
rule anybody can enter in the Parliament House, and
Hmm.
also President House, and
Hmm.
all, like I don't know what is the Vidhan Sabha one. I don't know the name of Vidhan Sabha. I would like to see,
Hmm.
right. And third things, what I will do. 10 things, I don't have 10 things.
There are so
And
many laws, and you have an opportunity to live for a day where there are no laws, and you're saying you don't have things. 10 things. Just think. It can be anything. Like there are no laws, that means you can go anywhere you want, right?
yeah, it means I don't have to pay money if I'm traveling in train or buses or flight.
Hmm.
Then I would like to travel all India,
Hmm.
right? Like
Hmm.
first I would like to go in Kerala,
Okay.
and in all state I would like to go there,
Hmm.
and I would like to meet every people.
Hmm.
If I get a chance to meet prime minister, then I would like to meet,
Okay.
and I would like to meet president,
Hmm.
right?
Right. And
Yeah,
what else? You met
could you
the
help me?
prime minister, you met the president, you traveled to all the states in India. What else can you do? Because you will never get a scenario like this again. So be as imaginative as possible. What all would you do?
I would, I never harm anybody,
Mm-hmm.
right? I'm not going to do any criminal work, and I would not like to do any robbery or theft, right? I would like to live just like human.
Okay. So apart from these things, is there anything else that you would like to do? It doesn't have to be illegal. You don't. Nobody's asking you to go and murder somebody. But what's the fullest potential? I mean, a day like this could have. Like, how can you maximize your whatever you do without laws?
Without laws, I don't have any ideas what I
Okay.
will do.
So would you okay, so I was about to ask you, would you do anything illegal? But I think your answer is no, right?
Yeah, I would like to,
You would like to
because
what?
I know that every people fear, live in fear. At that time also, there are many riots, just like in Kanpur and any other where. And at that
Hmm.
time, every people live in scare,
Okay.
and I would, I do not want to harm him.
Okay. Right. And would you discourage others from doing something illegal? Would you try to discourage them?
Yeah, if anybody is doing, first of all, I have to scare that person who is doing harm for other person,
Mm-hmm.
because there is no rule.
Mm-hmm.
He may harm me also.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I would like to meet him, but make a distance.
Mm-hmm.
I will discuss with him on this topic,
Mm-hmm.
but make a distance.
Okay. But what if this person doing this crime is mentally unstable? You can't really talk to anybody mentally unstable with a weapon, right? If, for example, there's a robbery taking place, or somebody is trying to commit a murder, would you still try to interfere and do something?
No, no, no. I would like to run away from there.
Okay.
If anybody is going to do murder,
Mhm.
then how can I get in favor? I don't know how can say.
Okay,
How can make
I
him
very
understand?
a very interesting question popped up in my mind. Suppose you're witnessing somebody getting in the process of getting murdered, and you have a gun in your hand. Okay, would you
Okay,
try and stop the murder by shooting the criminal, or would you not?
definitely I would like to shoot him
Hmm.
because there is no rule, and if I shoot him, then there is
Then
no chance for me in court or
there are
any
no
other
consequences.
consequences
Hmm.
for me.
Right. Okay. So, now it's all, they call it jungle raj when there's no law and order, right?
Right.
So there are a lot of crimes happening because of this, obviously. So if you have been appointed the head of police to investigate into these crimes, what would you do? How would you go about it? There's no law and order. What can you do as the police head?
Your voice break. Could you repeat it once again?
Okay, so I'm saying, what would you do if the next day you found out you have been appointed the head of police to investigate into these crimes?
Okay, I
Hmm.
understand what you say. Yeah, I would like to go there and
Hmm.
meet people,
Hmm.
to meet people and discuss with him who committed that crime. If anybody tell me the person who has committed the crime, then I would like to catch the people.
Hmm.
Okay, there, if I
What?
found any videography like camera, I don't know how
Hmm.
to say.
Evidence.
It's
Photograph.
a, if any camera installed there, I would like to see the video at the time when crime happened, right?
Okay, but since there are no laws, and there's no law and order, what would you do as the police head? How would you control the situation?
This is very difficult situation because I don't have any experience like that.
It's a
But I will,
hypothetical situation. What would you do?
but
According.
but I would like to do. I would like to call my colleague, and also I would like to some weapons and fire in air, and maybe
Hmm.
some. I will throw some uh, smoke bomb. I don't know the name of that. Right.
Hmm. Hmm.
The by which people go here and there. Right.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's all.
So whatever you can do in your power to the best of your abilities, you'll do, is what you're saying.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
And what do you think is the worst crime someone can commit?
Worst crime someone can commit.
Hmm.
Yeah, if anybody murder any people
Hmm.
or make robbery in bank,
Hmm.
I think if anybody get money from bank and go in another place or in another country,
Hmm.
that is a
Yeah.
worst crime.
Okay. Yeah. True. And do you think law is important, and why?
Yeah, absolutely large important. If there is no law, then how can people survive? For
Mm-hmm.
example, if there is no rule for road, if you are going anywhere, right? People go here and there because there is no rules. People should go in left side, but they are going in right side. They
Mm-hmm.
are crossing road anytime. They
Mm-hmm.
are they jump the light, red light.
Mm-hmm.
Then maybe happens there is many accident.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and
Yeah.
and you can also get an example from the society. If there is no laws, then anybody can harm many people and
Mm-hmm.
rob or loot money,
Mm-hmm.
right? Yeah, that's all.
So law is important to maintain peace and order in the society, right?
Yeah, right,
And making laws is very easy, but implementing them in ground reality is the challenging part, right? So how do you think,
right.
okay, let's take India for example, how do they maintain peace and order in India?
Yeah, I think if you know the Kisan Andolan
Mm-hmm.
in Delhi
I do.
when
The
uh,
farmers protest, yeah, I know.
farmer protest, at that time there was a law made by Indian government, but when it was implemented, there was many farmers protest against the farmers amendment.
Yeah.
That's you can say that there is many difficulties because there are many people. Some people are in against the law, and some may in favor of law, and may start rights or protest against the law.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I have seen on the road there is
Mm-hmm.
necessary to wear a helmet, but some people I have seen that never never wear helmet. If
Hmm.
they have helmet, he hang in his hand or in handle. If they see the policeman, then they wear the helmet. And
Hmm.
also, I have seen that many people jump the red light.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we can say that the implementation of law is very difficult,
Yeah.
right?
Right. So why do you think Indians don't take laws seriously? Why do they, they don't take it seriously even when there was a mask mandate? A lot of Indians didn't even bother wearing their masks. So why don't Indians take laws seriously? Why do you think?
Indian people are very
A very
egoistic,
egotistical. Yeah.
egoistic. They think that if I'm not wearing helmet, then people will see me that I'm very powerful.
Mm-hmm.
And also, yeah, I have seen that kind of people who belong to MLA or MP.
Hmm.
He never been sorry, never wear seat belt or
Mm-hmm.
helmet. If traffic police catch him, then he try to talk the MLA or MP.
Mm-hmm. VIPs, right?
VIPs, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Okay.
that's all.
Okay. Right. And do you think the efforts of a traffic police are underrated? Do you think we don't appreciate the efforts of the traffic police enough? Hello, can you hear me? Hello.
Yeah,
Ca-
I can. Could you
uh,
repeat what it? Hello.
yeah, I asked you, do you think the efforts of the traffic police are underrated? Like we don't appreciate their efforts enough. Do you think that's the case?
I don't didn't understand what you said.
Okay, so the traffic police. So
Right.
do you think
Traffic.
do you think we don't appreciate their efforts enough? because on any given day if you step out you'll see 10 people breaking rules and driving like a madman, or jumping a light. So do you think that the efforts of a traffic police are not appreciated?
No, no. I have seen in videos on Facebook many times. Some
Mm-hmm.
people made videos on that topic,
Mm-hmm.
that some BIP's relative are going on the road, and when any traffic police meet meet them, then they call to his relative, and traffic police left them. Right.
Mm-hmm.
When
Yeah.
they went from there, they got accident, and one of
Mm-hmm.
them uh, seriously danger harmed,
Seriously
right,
injured. Yeah. Yeah.
injured.
Hmm.
And when he came back and said to traffic police that you said right, everyone should wear helmet or wear seat belt.
Mm-hmm. Right. Okay. Yeah. So that's what. Do you think traffic police, do we appreciate them or do we just ignore whatever they're saying and do our own thing?
Appreciate.
Appreciate their efforts, as in, do we take the traffic police seriously, or do we just
I
tend to
appreciate, or any other people appreciate to traffic police.
Okay. Okay. And I would like to ask you one more question. Do you think any of our laws are outdated?
Outdated. No,
No? Nothing?
nothing. In India, I think there is no any laws that we can say that that is outdated.
Okay. Can I?
Every law is important.
Okay. No, what outdated as in, it has not been updated from the past. Like, also it doesn't belong in this in the 21st century, in 2022. For example, I'll give you an example. Like, I think animal abuse is not taken seriously in India. Did you know that the penalty that you face for abusing an animal is only 50 to 100 rupees? And I think that's very outdated, according to me, because
I don't know about
you
this
know
animal abuse, that type of rules.
okay, so I just gave you an example. So yeah, so you think there aren't any outdated laws? That's okay. And okay, let me just ask you one more question before I give you feedback. um do you think there are any crimes that are forgivable, that should that should be forgiven?
Any crime?
Hmm.
Yeah, if anybody thief for serving his family, and if he is hungry and he theft food from any hotel or any other places,
Hmm.
then it should be, I think, not punishable.
Forgiven.
Yeah,
Oh,
forgiven.
okay. Yeah. Okay, so can I give you some feedback, Sam?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, so you were able to express yourself nicely and you spoke very well. Okay. However, I feel there's a slight empty mother tongue influence when you speak. Okay.
Mother tongue.
Yeah, there's
Right.
a slight influence. So try to make your accent more neutral.
Neutral.
Neutral. So what I would suggest is, if you listen to, I'm not saying completely adopt American accent or British accent, but kind of change your speaking style a bit so that it's more clear. Okay.
Yeah, I'll try in my
Yeah.
next session, and
Great.
I'll practice.
Yeah, that's one thing. Second is, there were a few grammatical errors that I noticed. For example, you said I would like to go in Kerala. Can you tell me the correct way of saying this?
I would like to be into Kerala.
I would like to go to Kerala.
Go to Kerala.
To, not
Go,
in, to.
go to. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you said make a distance.
Make a distance.
Hmm. Do you remember the whole sentence that you said?
Yeah.
What was
When
it?
I said that if I if anybody going to committed any
Oh, yeah. If
murder,
anybody is committing a crime, you
yeah,
would like to keep a distance, not make, keep a distance.
keep a distance.
Yeah. And then you said make robbery from bank. What is the correct way of saying this? Make robbery from
I
bank.
think make disappear from there. Only robbery from
Mm,
bank.
yeah, either no, not robbery from a bank, because rob is a verb. Okay, so you can simply say rob a bank, not
Rob a
from,
bank.
rob a bank.
Rob a bank.
Rob a bank. Yeah. And then you said they got accident. Okay, so do you get accident or do you meet with an accident?
I think meet with an accident
Yeah.
because
So
where the title is below, then I have seen that.
correct. So you meet with an accident. Correct.
Yeah.
So that's my feedback. Minor grammatical errors. Your vocabulary is good. You use nice words, but there's still scope for improvement. Okay. So I would suggest you check this book called Word Power Made Easy by Norman Lewis.
Okay. What did you
Okay.
say?
Word Power Made
Word
Easy. Word Power Made Easy by the author is Norman Lewis. Norman,
Norman
Norman
Lewis.
Lewis. Norman Lewis. Yeah. So
Okay. It's available
that,
on Amazon. Or,
yeah, it's there. It's there on Amazon.
Amazon. Okay.
Okay, so this session is going to get auto cut in a couple of seconds. So if you have any questions, now is the time to ask.
No, I don't have if, because there is very less time. I think I
Okay,
would like
but
to ask you that
yeah,
when I try to speak, then I forget
that's because
all the
vocabulary
sentence,
needs to be improved. You forget the tense. What did you say?
all sentence.
That's because you don't have practice. That's why you need more practice. Okay. So you be consistent with your practice. That is my advice.